basically chose to do this video just for fun because I actually want to see like how many of these newer dungeons players who are supposedly good have cleared these new dungeons on hard or even hell. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I've already looked at a few of them before I already looked at one before I even got on this video, and players that a lot of people think are good were so weak enough that they had to do it on normal. 4 levels higher than dungeon, which makes them weaker than me, considering I've cleared all 4. I know, yeah, you could call it bullshit or whatever, because yeah, I did do it on normal, but come on, I'm 4 levels below the normal difficult. And these guys are 4 levels, and the one that I was just checking, and I was showed on the video as well, are 4 levels higher than the normal difficult, which is, I gotta say, which is kind of crappy and kind of funny. One of my friends chose to do a party run of it already, and they're the first players to clear it on hell with a party. Like, look at this. I'm already in A rank. I can't see what these guys all are, but come on. 124s really need to be taking off this freaking slot. 123s, 121s. Come on, if 118s, 117s, 120, and lower, and 120s at most can clear this dungeon, then what the hell are you lazy bums doing on freaking normal? Hey, Lyra, you're with Oro. Hey, Setsuna, ain't you Sakuna, whatever bullshit your name is? Ain't you with Oro too? What are you doing clearing this dungeon on bullshit easy, boys? Come on. Come on. Seriously? 123s. Wow, bunch of 123s on normal. I thought players were good. I didn't know players were crappy in this game. Yay, you got fastest time. Congratulations. Ooh, wow. I give these players props for trying that. Especially this 120, because this is 10 levels above him. This, I'll give this player some props because they cleared the dungeon with 8 levels above them. Now, I'd be surprised if there's any hell. Nice. I give him more props than I give the weaklings on this one. Like heck, I ain't gonna lie. I know I'm weak in this game. I'm only a measly 116, but yeah, I'm the first low level. I'm the lowest level to clear any of these dungeons so far. I was one of the first players to clear the dungeons. As Green Pig saved and everything. And look at that. Only 2 teams have so far cleared it on. Really? A 121 and a 121 and a 124 and a 120 cleared it on normal. Seriously? Come on. No hard yet. There's my friend with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku being the fastest one to do it, and they were the first ones to be doing it. First ones to like honestly, when the update first dropped, I came straight here, so I've basically been up pretty much on ever since then. And they basically were jumping on it before I even got here. By the time I got to the second area after this one, they already had that area cleared by the time I got there. I started talking to my friend, and they told me they already cleared it because I was going to ask them see if they would mind teaming up with me so I can clear it. But then again, sorry Cyberstat to say this, and I probably might send this video over to you, but this shit's just stupid. If you're going to make it to where there's a bullshit like that, then at least make it to where players had to clear it on the difficult that is more closer to your level. If you can clear it on normal and you're freaking 130 or some bullshit, then where's the challenge? You're not even giving players a chance to really even make the game fun. You're doing the same thing that a few other players have done with lower level dungeons. You're clearing it on freaking normal hard and hell just to be a freaking try to make yourself look better than what you are, and yet just makes you look worse. Like once I get to 120, I'm gonna try hard on all of these. Once I get to about 130, which is currently the stupid max for no reason whatsoever on this game, you can get to I'm gonna try freaking hell. Now let's check this dungeon and see what it is. See how many players have actually cleared it and tried it. What do you know? Once again, Sasusana has tried it again. Has done normal. Come on, dude. I've seen so many of your freaking video. Watched you run through dungeons so many freaking times, and you're too scared to take on hard in these dungeons. Once again, the same exact two that tried hard once more. And the same one that tried hell. Let me guess, the same ones that tried normal. Yep, same exact levels. And once again, my friend still has the lead here, being the fastest player, and two other little players decided to quit being babies and basically get their butt moving. This freaking Onigiri decided to pass out freaking achievements or whatever special things for clearing certain dungeons. Especially with these four bullshit dungeons here that you gotta run here. To be honest, and I'm not trying to sound mean or nothing, but honestly, I think anyone who is at least 120 or below that cleared normal should get a reward. Anyone who's above 120 that cleared normal, you shouldn't get shit. Creators should actually not give anyone anything for clearing a dungeon that's way under their level. So if I can pretty much walk in and almost not so much kill every boss easily, but I can walk in pretty easily and take out certain bosses, then you're just weak. 124s are weak. Out of 124s are flippin' weak. Hello, viewer. Alright, the next dungeon's right up around this corner. Let's see if anyone's actually tried to jump hard. This is the only hardest dungeon out of all of the update too. It's the only one I'm going to have to clear on nothing. What do you know? Same pretty much players that cleared it on normal. Nothing really different there. No one's cleared it on hard yet, and no one's cleared it on hell, which I'm technically not surprised. Well, first single. Normal's been cleared by a few people, by 3 separate parties already. Hard once again is not cleared, and once again my friend is the only one that's cleared it on hell. Still wasn't technically a party, but wow, that shows you right there, these two are the strongest players in the game right now. Or considered they might as well be. Considering they're currently the only ones that ran the dungeon on hell. To be honest, now that I think about it, the two of them cleared every dungeon so far party on hell. Now let's go check the last one, which was the most boringest freaking battle, considering it put me to sleep when I was doing it. Video I was having going on last night, I was actually planning on having it go on a lot longer, but this stupid battle put me to sleep. I have a freaking useless fire dude that I've already fought 2 times before, and they really think he's gonna be challenging. Come on. Jeez, I wonder how many players who actually cleared. Wonder how many of those players who actually cleared on normal had to use a mount. Now that I think about it, I wonder exactly how many players had to use a mount on these dungeons. And yet, I have a Vanguard and the Guards. The Guards, yeah, are maxed out. My Vanguard's not even close, so. Like that first dungeon over there that I ran into, that dungeon literally killed everything. Pretty much might as well killed me in 2 shots. That's how flippin' weak I am on normal. If I would have even tried hard, they would have freaking one-shot me every day, every second of the day. Oh, and even though they waste their time showing that bullshit, they didn't even add that bullshit. Come on, creators, you're gonna add something stupid like this, and at least add it to where you know what players are waiting for. Be surprised if Mr. Oro even chooses to put Mr. Onigiri decides to post a video up on this game, on this update, saying, "Hey, we should have this. We really don't need it. Only we high-level players need it." Which, if you really pay attention, we high-level players really don't need it, considering we're not doing very good with dungeons. Like I said, once again, we got Setsuna here. I'm not sure if Lyra chose to take a nap instead of clearing, but either way. Only one hard run so far. 0 hell runs, which probably would be about a good few weeks before someone even thinks about remotely trying hard by hell by themselves. No, what? 2 people cleared it on normal with a party. Well, I'll give this one props. That I can kind of understand, because that is just technically a 117 getting kind of like a little bit of a help from a high level. Because you could try to run this dungeon on normal by yourself like I've done. You didn't have quite a bit of problems trying to clear this dungeon, especially if you're underleveled. I think I died. Well, to be honest, the mobs are the only challenge part. The boss is bleh. Boss puts you to sleep. Hard, I'm surprised no one's even tried. And wow, my friend did not clear this dungeon on hell. They must have already got off before they decided to clear it. Took the 2 of you 15 minutes to clear it? Seriously? No, try again. The dungeon's real quick. The dungeon's pretty easy if you really know what the hell you're doing, so try again. No, heck, I don't have the fastest time, but yeah, my weapons are weaker than all these guys. Then on top of that, I use divide and conquer tactic, which is wiser than you think it would be. Wait, did I already see that one? Hold up. Come on. Wow, he knocked the surgery right for basically sitting around the temporal rift most of the time instead of trying to get yourself better, stooge. I swear, some players waste too much time in the rift, some players waste too much time being in the team. The player who is basically solo in this game is going to have a lot higher chance of clearing certain things, and a lot parties didn't take them way longer, but yet I didn't even use a vanguard in that dungeon. So my time currently right now is 12 minutes inside that dungeon. No vanguard, which I know even high level players are using vanguards because they gotta make sure they clear the dungeon in 4 minutes. It's a freaking praise. It's a job for us to clear it in 4 minutes. The easiest difficult is where no, we're not gonna be able to get the top score on freaking hard and hell. Freaking chickens. My brother plays or he used to play Call of Duty like crazy, and he used to hate it when players would just sit there and camp around the spawn points and basically kill you before you even get a chance to move. I had to call players who's too weak to freaking take on hard, but they're higher level than normal. They're campers. They're freaking dudes that had to camp right by your spawn point and just automatically kill you. They're too scared to take on anything harder, so they literally hide in a corner waiting for people to run past them. Games are meant to be fun, and you're 124 and you have to clear the normal? Come on. I swear, I'm really thinking about sending this video over to Cyberstep and being like, hey, you guys should really come up with a concept where it prevents freaking players from, unless you're tied with the level, you should not be able to, unless, 1, you're tied with the level, or 2, you're carrying someone weaker than you. If you're 120, you can run through the dungeons. If you're freaking, like, if you're 130 or something, or you're basically higher than normal, you have to do hard, unless you're carrying. This supposed to allow every player to freaking clear normal. It's just stupid. I don't like clearing normal, especially if I'm already over the level, because I don't like leaving a freaking record where it don't even give new players a chance to even try getting good, which makes them kind of quit the game real quick, which is kind of sad. We got so many freaking strong players in this game, and yet they're all too scared to, oh, I gotta make sure my top score is number 1 in easy. This is freaking baby easy, and yet here we are with a 115. Cleared it. Come on, a 190. Get off the freaking game. Come on. Get out the freaking game, people. This ain't even freaking cool. This is supposed to be a bullshit dungeon. This is a level 38 dungeon meant for people that's only in Kyoto, technically only in Kyoto. Now, heck, I know there's certain items you need to farm, but come on. We don't need to farm hard. We don't need to farm easy. We just need to farm hell. Oh, I guess this one I come to broken my own rule. But every time when I choose to clear a dungeon, I won't use a Vanguard in a bullshit dungeon like this. I won't even use anything that's going to make it faster. I'm going to take my freaking time. I'm going to try getting the bullshitest time I can possibly get. I think back then I didn't even have Ogies. I didn't even have none. Like, I won't even pop Chidori inside a dungeon like this. I won't pop any of that bullshit because it's not even not fun. Just like, for example, over there, they had me clear the, whatever dungeon it's called to talk to an NPC, and honestly, I was pissed off that they want me to clear it, so I chose Hell, and I chose to just do normal cuts pretty much through the whole entire dungeon. Besides for the one time when I accidentally hit the freaking skill attack. No Chidori. I just literally ran in there with my rhyme that I don't have currently equipped. Ran in there, just normal attacked everything. Besides for the one room where I accidentally hit the freaking Garglance. There's no fun. It's no fun for me to clear a bullshit dungeon like that. I'd rather go... If the creator doesn't have me wasting my time in clearing a dungeon like that, then honestly all you're doing is I'm purposely just trying to come up with a reason to where you're making sure that high levels aren't basically be putting their names up. Then heck, if you're a low level and you see this high level, oh, he can clear this dungeon within 2 minutes by himself. Well, I'm sorry to say it, but that's just going to make a low level basically look at you like, hey, maybe I should whisper to you and ask you to help me clear the dungeon. Oh, sorry, I'm busy, can't. Seriously, you're not busy enough to clear a bullshit dungeon like this within 3 minutes. But if a player whispered to any of these guys that they're still playing, they tell them straight off the bat, they're too busy. Seriously? You're too busy to clear a bullshit dungeon and carry a freaking low-level player through the dungeon, but yet you're not too busy to make sure you clear as the fastest time on the bullshit difficult? Come on. Look at that. I don't even have this dungeon cleared on normal or hard. Wow, that's actually kind of pathetic. How in the hell did I get one of the fastest times and yet I ran in there with a freaking normal slice. Just doing normal freaking cuts. That's sad. I ran in there just doing this. Besides for, like I said, the very one room where I accidentally messed up and hit this in the one room. Well, like I said, it was my rhyme, but still. I basically ran through the whole entire dungeon just doing normal attacks. And of course, even if I do that, I'm going to probably still get a pretty fast time, but I'm at least making it to where low levels have a chance. Or at least try and do more. But I don't really want to sit in that dungeon for about 6 hours, so I'm at least clearing it on hell, so if the creators were to ever really reset it and take away all of our high levels from these lower level dungeons, then I think it would be just plain funny. Take away high level players from normal and hard because we had no reason to be on that dungeon on normal. We had no reason to clear any of these dungeons on easy. Now Garg I can see. Come on. Garg and Dragon Arc and stuff like that where you actually need to clear the dungeon on normal, I can see. This, on the other hand, clearing these bullshit dungeons on freaking normal is just stupid. Like, if I wasn't so high level right now, I'd probably want to honestly quit this game because I wouldn't be able to challenge any of my friends. I can't go, oh, let's walk into this dungeon and see who can walk out with the fastest time. Hey, I wonder if I can beat the... Oh, nope. That's not going to happen. I, as a 50, cannot beat the highest players the fastest time on normal because all these high levels are so scared of their own shadow that they got to clear normal. That's really no fun. That makes players quit the game as well, Mr. Other players that try to come up with reasons. Other players like trying to be the best of the game at their current level, and yet you just freaking what are we gonna call them? So I'm just gonna call them cowards that had to make sure they got the top score on freaking normal. Seriously. Seriously, if I send this video over to the creators, I seriously hope they think about it closely and take and remove that at least. Remove the process of, if you're too high in the dungeon, unless you're clearing it on hell, unless you're doing a hell run, or you're carrying, your record should not be appearing. Especially if you're way above the dungeon level. Like, to me, about 10 levels above the dungeon should be automatically, they should remove it. So if you choose to clear one of these newer dungeons and it's only supposed to be a 120 dungeon and you're already 130 trying to clear it, then I'm sorry, but you should be removed. Especially for normal. You should have no record on that dungeon whatsoever because you're above the dungeon difficult, the recommended level of the dungeon by 10. Now, like I said, the only one that should be the exception of is Hell, because honestly, there are certain dungeons where us players need to clear. But then again, there's no achievements in this game for you to be the fastest player. So honestly, is that really honestly, I don't see why players are clearing it. Like, I'm pretty sure even this dungeon is cleared by high levels. I gotta run this freaking dungeon over and over for the stupid burning water that never flipping drops. And look at this. There's high level players running on normal. I use a drop boost. I don't run normal. I won't run hard. The only difficulty I'll choose to run on this when I'm farming my burning water is normal. Is freaking hell. Because I don't want to be a freaking crappy ass loser showing all high level players, hey, I can clear your dungeon on normal. Even when I'm carrying players, I go straight hell. I've had random players ask me, hey, are we running this? No, we're running on hell, dude. Don't even try it. And yet, I ran into so many players who's like, oh, every time when I get asked by a low level to help them out, it's always hell. Duh, you're a freaking 120. You're a freaking 110. You're 100. You're 3 times higher than the freaking dungeon, and you're too scared to run them. Take a few extra minutes just to run them through hell. Come on. Sheesh, I think it would be kind of funny to actually watch that 53 try to run through one of these newer dungeons. They'd be doing it on normal, but heck, at least they'd be trying it on the difficult that's closest to their level or not above their level. Oh, potentially you got no choice but to do it on above their level, but at least you ain't going to be seeing a random 53 trying to clear a freaking hard dungeon when he knows he's not even close to the level. Hey, Imperial Angel. Jeez, I'm pretty sure I can even go to new and there's probably even high level players who's cleared that on freaking normal. 105s I can understand. Because technically 105s to 110 I can understand because that was technically when we first got the new update. I mean, that would have been the level that most players would have been at by then. But if I literally waste my time running there, I'm pretty sure I'm going to find players who are above that level and yet they can't challenge the dungeon. Before long, probably right when I finally get to 117, I'm going to actually try to re-clear one of those dungeons. And I'm actually going to try hard just to show, hey, if I'm able to make it all the way to the boss, then that means I can almost clear that dungeon. Besides for the ridiculous amount of HP the boss has, I can clear that probably clear one of those dungeons now on hard. Especially the last one they got. Fighting against freaking the boss inside that dungeon over there, Mr. Dude that likes throwing fireballs. Not too difficult when you use the divide and conquer skill. Or divide and conquer tactic. Look at that. Why do you people really need the best time on normal? Is that really are you really doing that just to prove that you're better than someone? Seriously, even more players cleared on normal. Players cleared on hard. Once again, seriously? I get, yeah, you might want to be testing your power up, but come on. We've already know vanguards are broken as living shit. So there's no reason for you to ever need to clear these darn dungeons on normal or hard. Heck, I got one freaking scroll of most vanguards, and yet here I am having SS ranks. Here I am clearing these dungeons as well. This dungeon over here I've never actually cleared, and tried it a few days ago, and I got DC'd while trying to clear it. Oh, I guess I did technically clear it. Weird. That's weird. I got DC when I was trying to run this dungeon. Weird. That's completely crazy. I don't even have a... Oh, right, I know I don't have a record because we got all these overpowered players who cleared the dungeon. Like I say, I either did it on hard, hell, or normal. Solo or hell party. Oh, nope. If I would have done it here, I should be able to check my time. It says I got a clear link on hell, so this month. Yep. I can't even clear the dungeon fast enough to even get on to this top score. Which, come on, which I already sent a message to the creators once. Come on, take away the vanguards. At least make certain dungeons where you cannot run vanguard, so that at least puts players back onto a fair standpoint. So come on, this ain't even freaking cool at the time. Players who are basically more free to play, or players who don't really put too much money into the game, or didn't have one scroll, maybe a reign of one with 3 scrolls or something, like I do.
Hi.
Go play.
Oh, get shot.
Go play, boy.
Fine. Love the dub. You'll never get rid of me. Love the dub.
I gotta say, most players in this game have barely even 3 scrolls, and yet you have a lot of high levels.
Where do you mark it?
I guess towards the front. I guess a lot of high level players, or at least what I've seen, have real good skills and stuff. There's a guy that's running this dungeon one time, and I forgot what the dude's name was, but the dude was like, "Oh, levels don't matter." Running the dungeon, and he tells me that he's like looking towards, like he looks up to a player called Limit Breaker. Limit Breaker tells me to clear this dungeon. Right there is literally the fastest time I can clear the dungeon, and yet that's basically a carry. That's sad. Come on, creators. Like, wow, Limit Breaker looks like he actually dropped. He told me to get good and try clearing this dungeon faster. It's like, okay, dude, I'm gonna be able to do that with a 1 scroll vanguard. Let's see you try to do it. Oh, you're too scared like a lot of these high level players are? Some strength, player. Some strength. A lot of you are too scared to clear a dungeon without using your 5 scroll. Let's see you clear that with a 1 scroll. Let's see if you try to do it. Try to put yourself into someone else's shoes and try to clear the dungeon the way they have to. Oh, you can't? Oh, no. No, it's too easy, guys. It's like, for example, the one challenge that my friend gave me, Rose gave me the one day. I was trying to clear this dungeon with only using 108, or at least up to Satan's Cross is the highest weapon you can carry, and no Gargs, no 105s, and no technically Vanguards besides for the freebies. I'm actually trying to find more players. I'm actually trying to find players that's brave enough to take the challenge. If you don't see a video either, one, I never asked. If you don't see someone you know who plays this game, or you're not on the challenge yourself, then either I have yet to ask you, or I'm never gonna ask you. Any player that I basically choose to post that video up, like I said, it's either I didn't choose. The ones that you don't see are players I chose not to ask, or they're players too scared to even take the challenge. Like, for example, a player known as Yato Norakami, I'm actually trying to think of a good dungeon he can run right now, considering I've already seen him clear news so many freaking times it ain't even funny. And I'm making the rule of you gotta clear it with a 5-man party as well, so it's if we can get a 5-man. If we can't get a 5-man, then the lowest we'll go is you might be able to clear. You might be running it with 3-man. But potentially the fun part about trying to do that and seeing how many players can actually do that is because it actually shows you good players from bad players. It shows you players who are too reliant on this bullshit. This garbage. This garbage needs to be removed from the game, honestly. This, even though I don't have technically one, I'm pretty sure you guys can easily tell what I'm talking about right now, but even the mount needs to be removed. To be honest, this little guy is the less brokenest thing in the game, and yet he's garbage. Which, I'm not trying to say like he's completely garbage, but yet he's a little bit less garbage. He's a little bit better than, honestly, Lady Shoes Glue and all of them. Which, they've been in the game forever, and you can't upgrade their weapons. I already seen the creators multiple requests about, hey, let's, instead of adding vanguards, instead of having all this broken junk that you keep adding, why not make it to where we can actually customize, give Yoshitsune a freaking better weapon. Give us the ability to customize these guys' weapons. Give us the ability to customize them and actually raise their stat points. Because come on, even her at a 127, she still craps. She still craps out. They won't take that idea, then come on. Remove the vanguards. Remove the... Well, don't remove the vanguards completely. At least kind of like give us the freaking JP update already to where certain mobs are strong against certain vanguards, so you can't just run with one pathetic weak vanguard constantly, like I know players do now. Like, I'd be surprised if there ain't a lot of players in this game who already are running around with a 150 level 3 scroll or 4 scroll or 3 scroll or better freaking normal Maya. It's like, come on, that's... Do I even gotta really sit here and seriously think about that closely? The Vanguard's not only higher level than all the rest, so pretty much she's able to clear a dungeon without even reason. She has bullshit damage cap, which means she's pretty much gonna always hit damage cap as far as I'm concerned. I've seen multiple players run with her, and she seems to always hit damage cap, so that's right there by itself kind of stupid. Come on, I'll even say this. Onigiri, I've checked your game, I've followed every little tactic that I could possibly think of, and I noticed that there's 2 elements that's in this game that are considered broken. The 2 elements are the 2 hardest elements for most classes have. Holy skills and dark skills. Those are the 2 most broken skills in the game. Or 2 elements that are broken in this game. If you got, I know Collapsing Blade takes a lot of durability, but come on, Collapsing Blade does like, what, almost 4 times your freaking damage? We got a freaking Dark Maya, and yeah, I heard that she's supposed to eventually get Awakening. Why did she need Awakening? I've seen a player literally run through almost every dungeon in this game by now, and he's used freaking Dark Maya, and he literally almost hits damage cap on every freaking mob in every flippin' dungeon when he's using her. I can't even think of how that's even considered to make this game challenging. Like, even one of my friends who's currently has the mount at the moment, he has yet to get up to where I am, so currently he's way behind me, and he's already told me himself. The bad thing about me getting this mount is the game's basically not really challenging anymore for him for a bit. With that mount being so freaking random, easy for certain players to get it, and other players have a pain in the ass chance of getting them, I'm sorry, but come on. Weaken them up if it's on a low level. Weaken them up or something. Change them around. Do something. A level 1 freaking player getting a level 3 random player getting lucky and getting them. Running through the whole entire story pretty much with him. Come on. Why don't you just tell that player to quit the game? Once the game gets easy, players quit. Like I said, with all these newer dungeons, I was able to clear them on normal. I get, yeah, normal ain't really the best difficult, the highest difficult, the strongest difficult, whatever, but come on. I'm able to clear those dungeons on normal with being 4 levels lower, just because with only a few of them being having a Vanguard helping me out. Come on. That right there already shows you Vanguards are pretty much broken, and none of mine are even maxed out. I know players who's already maxed all theirs out. Look at this. Venus, 66. Siegfried, 9, because I just got him. Valkyrie, a 41. My Maya's a 72. She pretty much almost clears. To be honest, her and Darkmire are the two that I usually used on new. She had cleared all the mods. Then I would use Darkmire and basically kind of use... I'd use freaking this Dark Flash of Retribution pretty much on him the whole time. She's a 56 and I use her to clear a freaking Moon Nun. Just come on. 50 freaking 6 and she's able to kill Binkies. She's able to kill Binkies and Binky Factory, the bosses. Like I said, I'm still running. I get technically, yeah, I'm running on normal, but come on. I'm going to clear the dungeon on hell, then I'm off this game. I'm going to clear too many dungeons on hell, I'm off this game, because it ain't no more fun. It's literally just using the broken system of a Vanguard or broken system of this or that. And to be completely honest, even with me adding it up this way, like, I know I don't have the mount, but from what I understand, the mount is basically done the same way as the freaking pet is. So you literally just use the scroll and you get basically what the pet has. I think the lowest you can get is all this stuff is C. He's no different from a pet, basically. But yet, the major difference is his freaking attack is like 3 times stronger than freaking even people carrying around freaking the best weapons in the game right now. I don't even see any player in this game currently carrying a weapon stronger than that mount. And I've seen players run around with end-to-date and freaking send and bullshit like that. I've seen players run around with at least the best current guard weapon that they could get their hands on. I've even seen players run around with the normal Biscarg, and they're not even close. I've seen Axe players, who's supposed to be the most damaging class in the game, can't even get close to the damn mount. And yet, my idea for us replacing the pets or something like that with our own personal alts, that's not going to happen. But yet you're gonna give us something way overpowered. Like, geez, let's look at my freaking attack right now. Let's see, that really doesn't power me up at all. I can switch over to my I can switch over to this, which would raise me by an extra 2,000. Well, 20,000. And I'm still not even getting close to my friend's mount. My friend's mount is like 500,000 or some bullshit, or maybe even freaking past that. And he said he don't even have his mount maxed out yet. Come on. Pick up the mount. Or we can net off like crazy. You don't want to throw alts into the game because we can literally stack. Because we can literally make our alts especially strong against certain targets that we're having problems with. Like, honestly, right now, with how this game's set up, with you basically more or less needing certain mags now, this game ain't really... Because I've even said to most of my friends, this game ain't really strategy no more. It's boring play. Everyone run Fated Contract. Everyone do this. Everyone do that. No one can play the game how they wish to play anymore. Everyone has to do this. Pretty much, creators, why don't you just make it a label saying pretty much like, hey, if you're not running a 105, you're not running 105s, then you can't win this game. And come on. You just literally, like, the whole thing, one of the things you guys added was the stupid Tempest. Oh, wow, a freaking broken, useless mag that most players ain't even going to be able to touch because most players cannot clear Oni. I haven't cleared Oni once, honestly. Well, I have, but technically I've only cleared Oni either with a high-level player with me or me and my friends really trying hard. Like, even one of my friends, he's literally already stated, why should I basically waste my time making this stupid 105 mag when I can why should he go out his way and farm a mag when he can cheat and basically get his 105 just by running an Oni dungeon? And since he's a mage, he can pretty much go to Hades and clear Hades all day long. If they ever choose to change it to where we can run Oni dungeons all day, well, he'd have his 105 done. To be completely honest with you, I just think it's kind of sad that they're going to add something dumb like that into the game. Oh wow, all I need is 1,000 freaking thousand of these freaking items to be able to make this mag? Wow, that's so convenient. That's so freaking boring that it ain't making the game challenging no more. That takes away the challenge. When heck, the one problem that every class has, and even swords, and I know, yeah, a lot of people who probably watch these videos and they say, oh, swords don't have no challenge, you guys got the easiest max to get. No, Ronins don't drop for living shit. I've farmed about 6 Ronins. I farmed the freaking zombie cross and war bazooka so many freaking times that I can't even farm that freaking place really too much anymore. Like, I won't farm either of those places solo if I'm farming for mags. That's how literally stupid it is for me to get one stupid mag. Like, heck, I know not too long ago Mr. Onigiri got some dungeons added into the game. Like, ooh, wow, we got dungeons added into the game. You know what, people? That's gonna help you get your 105 and your 105 fuse recipe so easy. Nope. Sorry, dude. It does not change the drop rate inside that dungeon, because if you clear that dungeon, you're still not going to get a mag. So, come on. I've even seen it on PC. I've even seen it on JP. People can clear this stupid dungeon right here and basically get like 3 mags pretty much from the damn dungeon. And yet, here we are on PlayStation. I could literally jump in there right now, clear the dungeon on normal, since I'm not really needing to clear it on anything better. And it won't give me a bullshit useless mag, or I won't even get a mag. Sheesh, at least I can go to the freaking moon and have a better chance of getting a freaking mag than there. Like, come on, creators, give me when I get technical with the dungeons you guys just added. Why don't you make it to where spear mags drop there? Why don't you make it to where bow mags drop there? Why don't you make it to where wand mags drop from there? Pretty much almost like every other mag that they need. Like, almost do the same thing you guys did with sword. Make certain dungeons that you can drop certain mags from there. Like, even on a normal run, you can get freaking your spear mags. This is kind of stupid that everyone has to run any class besides for sword, twin, odachi, and axe has to run Oni dungeon to be able to make their 105 fuse. Their 105 mags. But in order to make a fuse, well, you can easily... From what I've been told, Lunar Spear Seals drop pretty darn hard. Well, okay, let me think. I can run a dungeon 650 times, and I probably won't see a mag. But yet, Lunar Spear Seal has a chance to drop? Wow. Wait. Wait. Let me add this up real quick. You're too scared to run a bullshit dungeon so many times to get a damn Lunar Spear Seal, which you know can drop, but yet you're too... Okay, so... Players won't run Lunar Spear Seal, even though they know it drops, but yet dungeons beforehand won't drop mags for shit, and yet you would run them for freaking 6 hours? Wow, Zombie Crossing don't drop freaking mags for shit, and yet, if you were to go by Mr. Onigiri, oh, swords have no way of getting the Ronin easy. Well, yeah, we do. It drops pretty nicely. It's no different from a Lunar Spear Seal as far as I'm concerned. It's gonna drop sooner or later, whether you like it or not. It just goes by how good your luck is. Oh, wait, that's right. You're not running with a drop boost. You're just wanting to cyber step. Why need a freaking cyber set? Get off your freaking lazy butt and freaking farm the dungeon. Come on, anyone who basically uses meadows to get themselves a fuse mag, then either two things. One, you either kind of lost the purpose of even playing this game, so get the hell off the game, or two, you're giving up. Like, even with this stupid shit, right? Well, not you. Even with this, like, I get getting on the JP version, and I was wondering, what could these recipes right here be? What could they be that's going to cost us this much freaking metals just to get? Now that I see what it is, wow, so useful, creators, so useful. Those mags are pretty much garbage useful. He borrowed them. Why we really seriously want them. But they gave Mr. Oral Gary himself about 6 hours and he'll get them. Give him about 5 days. He'll probably have enough medals to have all those. If you don't have them within 5 days, give him about 5 months. He'll have all the medals he needs for those recipes. He'll be the first player in the game to have the Tempest map. He and all of his little buddies that he teams up with all the time will be the only players in this game to most likely have the Tempest. Hey, what do you know? There he is as well. Hey, Oro, what's up? How long does it take you to get your Tempest? I would ask you, but pretty much I'm pretty sure you'd tell me within probably about 3 months. Or you probably just use freaking free OC that people's dumb enough to give you to randomly get something that's stupid like that. Hey, Oro, did you know me and you used to be tied until you started using people's free OC? And yet, here's the funny part, dude. I'm still tied with you, potentially. But then again, let's think. Let's look at this closely. Venus. Weird. Custom skills. Siegfried. Hey, no custom skills, but then again, he's still too low. Which, the only custom skills I'm planning on using are the lightning his version of Lightning Slash, and for his Ogies are going to be Thunder Beast, so I gotta wait until he gets to at least 65 and 85 before I can change the skills. Hey, what do you know? My Valkyrie has custom skills. Hey, my Maya has custom skills. Hey, my Dark Maya has custom skills. Hey, even my Sosuke has custom skills, and she has 3 freaking separate weapons. Genai, the only Vanguard I don't even use, so no custom skills. To be honest, if I could get rid of her, I'd just trade her in. Azuna, what do you know? Once again, custom skills. Meaning all my Vanguards have been used. Besides for, like I said, Genai, which I would give away. If I could possibly give her away, or the creators would literally... Or if I could make a deal with the creators, I would literally make a deal with them to where I gave them freaking Genai. You know, it's kind of sad. I get, yeah, Sword Mags do drop like crazy, but come on. There's 2 things about this game. Like, let's look at my 3 sky renderings. I'm probably like one of the very last players to get sky rendering. It took 2 high-level players to basically help me and just to basically get me strong enough to be able to carry sky rendering. Well, not so much carry them, but I had to more and less count on 2 separate high-level players to basically more and less help me get sky renderings. Look at this. Put fitted contract on them. Critical +6. Yay! That's so not important. That's so garbage. Max HP +15%. Max SP +16%. Max HP +6. Wow! I got max HP multiple times, but yet, to be honest, I've literally seen. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably the only one that I'd keep out of all 3 of these. 3 of these. Look at this one. Max HP +15%, max crit +6. I've seen people get freaking triple luck than I've gotten, and yet my luck's always been bullshit in this game. To be honest, Cyberstep, I'm almost done reporting bugs to you guys because you guys keep giving me bullshit freaking drops. It's like I've already put up a video to where I literally was trying to get the stupid mount last update, and yet couldn't get it for shit. Got a freaking Sosuke out of freaking $200, but yeah, I could not get this. I could not pull this once. Even though they did switch it, I rolled Unit 3, which he was right here, and then I turned around and I chose to roll Unit 3, which they switched it around. But back on that one, Unit 3 was right here, and he was right here, with Sosuke right under him again. I rode this damn thing. Look. First and foremost, once I get down to it, creators, I know I don't have the ability. I know, yeah, you guys make this bullshit kind of random. But first and foremost, which now I'm going to have a problem finding it. First and foremost, Ogi Fujin Circle Dance. If I'm not mistaken, that's Twin Swords. I'm not even Twin Swords, so I shouldn't even be able to remotely get that. And look right here. Hair ticket, long under. I've had that before I even got this. Like if I go down to, at least a good 2 or 3 months ago now, maybe a little bit further down, you'd see that that's already been grabbed. My character's been running around with that hairstyle for a long time until I finally switched it to the Miku one. Consider I'm usually always wearing the Miku outfit. Like, look at that. I got it right when I got Venus. Right after Venus, I got it. How in the hell? Come on. It should be something the creator should automatically give me something for. Like, I should automatically get a free SP roll or something. Getting the same item twice is kind of dumb. Especially when you shouldn't be able to get the same item multiple times. I understand blue or whatever orbs, but come on. I understand blue, I understand certain ones, but come on. You're going to keep these in my way. I have all three of these now. Meaning that's just on purposely just, you might as well just say, hey, if you're going to spend for this, you're taking a chance of getting something you already have. Ha 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 ha. So, you have 3% chance that you're going to get something that's not going to be useful for you if you roll this. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at the free flipping Ogies up here. Well, since technically a real smart player in this game knows you can't run with every weapon class, so waste, 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 waste. Only useful one. And yet, what is that? Oh, Ogi Spirit Blast Sublime. Seriously? Seriously? Out of all the Ogies, you didn't give a sword a power-up skill. You didn't give us a bullshit piece of shit, freaking true Spirit Blast again. We already have two freaking Spirit Blasts. To be honest, I don't even want the freaking Spirit Blast, because if I look through all my swords currently right now, this one has Ember. I'm not taking Ember off because I actually do like Ember. Gargalance. Once again, Ember. Not taking it off because I like Ember. Gargalance. This, Spirit Blast. True Spirit Blast Geki. Both are freaking true Spirit Blast. One is a Geki. Wow, this is a complete holy sword, meaning that made it perfect. And yet they still want to give me freaking Gekis. I have so many freaking Ogi extraction tickets that ain't even free. I have probably like 9 extraction tickets again. When I even chose to trade in one so I can make one of these damn weapons early. I even choose to make it Ice Blast Ember onto this weapon just for the fun of it. Just so I can try it out. Same with this. When I put the El Grace onto it. I still yet to take that off because I still yet to turn this into the hard. And yet, that El Grace, the only weapon in this game that I can think of that would even be worthy of me putting that on, it's an L. Which there's so many players in this game that have L's, but heck, if you try asking them for help, oh, it's a crime in this game. Just like this weapon. To be honest, I don't even want the stupid Dragon Arc Night Sky, but since I've actually asked creators like what the Abyss Sword, the Abyss Garg is, and they literally sent me a pic of the normal one, I actually wanted the Abyss Garg weapon because I like the Gargs. I don't care for this stupid looking weapon right there. So I'd rather have the Abyss Garg, and plus this stupid weapon ain't even shit as far as I'm concerned to this. But still, either way, potentially whenever I can, I'm gonna make a stupid Night Sky, even though I don't want it, just so I can put that on there. Hoping they take my idea and they add like special items to the game to where we can actually add elements and power up certain weapons in game. I hope that comes within the next darn update for PlayStation, because I'm sick and tired of farming stupid mags and going for the next freaking weapon that's only to be shot out of the game within probably a week before. Like, look at this. To be honest, how perfect this weapon came out, and I know, yeah, it would be kind of convenient or there. I can't pronounce the darn word right now. But if you can literally get like your weapon almost perfect to where you got nothing but freaking, like with this being a lightning sword and it don't give me like any other thing besides for pathetic physical attack speed plus 20 bullshit. With me getting pretty much 2 lightning slashes, if I would have got rid of Fierce God Focus and got lightning slash there as well, this sword should automatically get an extra 10% extra attack damage just because I made it perfectly into a lightning weapon, which is what it gets the elemental advantage from. All my Gargs are pretty much based the same way to make it to where they're more powerful with the category that I can possibly make them. Like, even look at this sword. Back in the day where each goal was the farthest we could get, I ran into so many players. Oh, you know you didn't want the lightsaber. Why? Because of the physical attack speed. Why? Because of the why? If you're going to take, like, literally I ran into so many players where I was like, if you're going to tell me the reason why you went for the stupid lightsaber is because of the physical attack speed, then you're dumb. I didn't even know about freaking Satan being put into the game after Ichigo, and yet, here I was working on a freaking holy sword. A sword that's gonna basically kick the crap out of Satan. Well, of course this is way too weak to kill Satan, but come on. I was working on a holy sword to basically be able to take on Satan. I didn't even know Satan was even going to be thrown into the game. I didn't even know he was going to be basically a person that we're going to be fighting against. And yet here I am making a holy sword. Why every other player was being done, by every other sword user in the game wanted to sit there and make themselves a lightsaber. The funny part is honestly just by me doing this, and because I was the only sword user to go with the 7-star over the lightsaber, to be honest, in so many ways, creators should reward players for doing stuff like this. Like, I didn't even know the freaking update. The creators could easily have asked me, by any chance, do you know we're adding an enemy who is weak to holy? I would have told them straight off the bat, no. But once they told me that, I would have been like, sweet, I made a perfect weapon to be able to take on Satan? To be able to take on a boss later? Sweet. Why the other sword is making freaking holy, making a freaking stupid physical attack speed up? Okay, look at this. I'm even already starting to work on weapons so I can make the Abyss Garg. Because it takes so many freaking weapons to make it, which is kind of sad. It takes more weapons to make it than it takes to make a nice guy, and yet it's only give you a holy. And look at this bullshit. I've had so many players in this game. I've had so many freaking players in this game. I even talked to so many players that are in this game that are higher level than me currently. That's literally told me, how did you get a 0 grade rhyme? How did you get a 0 grade rhyme? It's questions that so many high level players have asked me. And yet, it's funny. Players who are way higher level than me have never even seen a rhyme or any of their better weapons turning out to be a 0 bullshit grade. And here, let me even say it this way. Players told me if you have her maxed out, you can't get a bullshit grade. She was freaking 24 when I made that damn weapon. So she does not affect grade. Even any of the NPC characters affect our weapons, really. If they do, then, well, I have two options. Either one, and I'm not trying to sound like a religious type of person, but either Satan chose to attack me, or two, Cybersets getting pissed off at me because I reported bugs to them that no other players brave enough to report. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably seen my freaking video on Mountain of Thorns. Hey, nice supporting Onigiri when Onigiri just looks out for himself, guys. But literally look down on someone who's trying to support everyone in the game. I'm actually someone who believes that we might be getting closer to the end of the times, and yet the sad part is I'm pretty sure we're getting closer and closer. Because come on, even video games are freaking... Even people who play video games think they're so high and mighty that they're so freaking stupid it ain't even funny. Oh wow, the Eldritch Beast. And Wardian. I already killed him. First run I chose to do since we got the dumb update. Still a normal darn run, but come on. I even had a player randomly tell me this stupid weapon's gonna be better than what it is. And be one of the best. Look at that. It's not even going to be a challenge to make. That's pathetic easy to make. To be honest, how easy that is to make, that's going to turn out to be a very strong weapon? No. If that turns out to be a very strong weapon, then, well, I went to hell. I'm out in hell right now. I'm in freaking hell. If that turns out to be a very strong weapon, then either I'm in hell or I'm in heaven. Because that's too easy to make. Come on. Like, let me re-look at that for a few seconds. Now, of course, it all determines by your random drop rate, but let's look at this for a few seconds. And then I look at other weapons that are currently having way harder time in making. Let's see, where is it fully? Okay, Adama Stones, not very difficult. Inferno Stones, well, we got daily. Cutting Stones, we got daily. This, well, the just run. All that means is I gotta waste energy to run the dumb dungeon multiple times. That's not very difficult considering he only has 2 items that he can drop, but most likely, if the game randomly decides to be stupid with luck based again, like it always seems like it is, then I'm probably gonna get like 60 of these by the time I get 15 of these. So, yeah, not really a challenge. Now, heck, these 2 items I didn't have to waste energy. All of these items I might as well be considered wasting energy, and yet that's supposed to be a strong weapon later? Weird. Let's look at the no thong. Wow, that would take me a bit to make. Getting freaking this like crazy, like literally crazy, is a pain in the freaking butt because it's not even fun to run through that stupid long dungeon. Spirit users only have to do it to make red purple like 3 times, and they only need 1 of this stupid item. Red purple is used to make the literature mag, which I've literally seen players run around with that still, because it's almost as strong as a freaking 105 mag. And that's what mag spears have been having forever? Wow! I've heard so many players tell me that, swords are broken because they can get all their mags easy. How are swords broken? How are swords literally broken? Because, yeah, once Moroku is 16 plus or whatever, you can get Amaras. You can get Amaras like crazy. Oh, yeah, I guess that would be considered broken, if not for one damn thing. Let's look at the Amara real quick. Hello, Amara, what do you do? Oh, I gotta have rank 6 skills? Wow, back then we didn't even have the ability to freaking get free gacha tickets, so you had to literally put real money into the game just to be able to make your sword good, because the only way back then you could get rank 6 skills is literally by getting lucky with the skill cards. So wow, swords are really broken when I gotta go out my way back then. Had to put real money into the game alone, but yet swords were broken back then. Pretty bad when I've heard so many high-level players tell me, oh, swords were broken back then. No, swords were basically the money-hungry class in the game. We needed certain things back then. We needed to put real money into the game just to be able to get rank 6 skills. But oh, okay. We need to put that much money into the game to get those skills. But what does literature mag do? For any spear, rank 1 spear gets 80% skill force. Wow, why does that sound so freaking close to something I'm wearing right now? 80% skill force. This gives 100? Wow! That gives me 20 less skill force than my freaking 105 mag. And that's been in this game forever? Wow! I get you can only get 3 of them, but wow! Seriously, wow! Unless you're dumb enough to break it down, which most players weren't dumb enough to break it down, wow! That literally just gave you a freaking broken mag that you can pretty much carry through the whole entire game. Wow, that is so flippin' stupid broken. Like, wow, even the mags we need for our fields. Hey, creators, you want me to show you how purposely how dumb you guys are with these freaking fuse mags that players are too dumb to not realize? Or as far as I'm concerned, hey, this gives me 80 skill force for bow and wand. Yep. Rank 3, any skill force around rank 3, as long as your HP is 75 or more, you get 80 skill force. Okay. That does not sound very broken. Let's look through all of these real quick. I already know the one that I'm gonna be going to, but still, let's look through all of these. Getting some holy element, yeah, that one would be helpful. Getting some element onto it, yeah, that'd be helpful, but that low would be a waste of time. Oh wow, you can actually add some skill force to it right here. Plus get some cooldown, get some critical. Sheesh. If you get that, and plus you get a weapon that is maxed out, or at least raised to 20, you'd have 95 skill force. Wow, that even these are easy ones, and yet that'd be 95 skill force right there. What would be a good thing you can put onto this mag that you need for the 105 fuse? That actually, if you get lucky 2 times in a row, and you could potentially carry one of these. Yo, carry one of these. How freaking overpowered would you be? Wow, imagine you got lucky with that. That would add to rank 3. So, heck, that's a 105. That's a 105 mag right there. If you can get lucky and get 20% onto it. 80 plus 20% thanks to this mag that is needed for a 105 mag. 105 fused. It's needed for the 105 fused, and yet I literally, if I get lucky, if I put that into this Yggdrasil's Chosen into it, and I got lucky and got either bow or wand, I literally got a broken mag right there. I literally have a 105 mag right there. Not much. Just literally looking through like different stuff, and literally then probably post this video to Cyberset themselves to see if I can just to show them like different stuff that's actually broken or whatever in this game, or like honestly waiting until I get up towards the top. This one mag that you need for the fuse right there right now, I can literally show you a way making the mag broken if you get lucky. Wow. The bad thing about 105 fuse, and even the Tempest that they just currently added into ours, they all give you negative elements. Like, for example, me being a sword versus new, since most bosses are currently weak to mountain element, I don't want the fuse. I don't even want to touch the fuse because it takes away so if I put 3 fuse onto my character, that's negative 30 mountain, which makes the storm only give me 10 mountain. That ain't even worth it. When this mag, for example, if you can get lucky with this, heck, 80 plus 80 is, if I'm not mistaken, I think 160 skill force right there. That adds 7 chakra, but if they ever add it up to where we can go to, like, we'll say 140 or better, pretty sure you could carry around 3 of these mags, plus having them off, having that on it. This mag would blow out a fuse. This mag would blow out a freaking, the Tempest. And yet, instead of being like the Tempest and the other mags, it would be as long as you're above 75% HP. If you can literally get lucky and get this, like if you're going spear, if you're going bow. No, bows are not the easiest mags in this game to get, but if you can literally get a 40% bow skill force from this, you add it to this already, which just gives both bow and the ability for you to carry you on. 90, 100, 120, that's 130, that's 130 skill force right there. Which I don't know the 105 fuse by heart, but I'm pretty sure that beats the fuse. And that's literally just using this. That's literally just using this. Another thing that would kill everyone is the items that they want. But yeah, if I had the choice and I could literally farm all the items here pretty darn easy. Like if I could get every veteran weapon and I could get them all to 60, no problem, I'd be gladly trading in all these freaking veteran weapons for this. Put it onto the sword version of this, and if I get lucky and get the sword, well, heck, I ain't losing no helmet. I basically just got a perfect mag. I got a perfect mag that even beats out my 105 mags. Then heck, if I turn around and do the same thing with this for example. Heck, I know this doesn't give me as good as this, but heck, if I somehow got this, since it can only give you 1 out of 3, let's say I got slice added to the sword one. Like I'm going by this saying that I got this perfect. Like I got the rank 5 sword force plus 40 plus whatever the other weapon is. So I got the ability to carry 2 weapons. They're both of them got 40% added onto them. I don't know what all this is, but I'm just saying it for example. Then you go down to this, and let's say I got, let's say 10 slice. And somehow I got lucky and didn't get none of the negatives. I got 10 slice, 25 lightning, and we'll even say freaking like 12 rain. or got negative rain or sun. That would be a perfect mag right there. I know everyone would be sitting there going, I know there's going to be a lot of players who would probably look at me going, you know you need critical. No you don't, dude. No you freaking don't. That's the problem with this game. Everyone's obsessed with stupid crit, where you don't need crit. Like for example, the sky rendering mag. I've seen so many players saying, oh, you should throw a crit onto that. So I should throw a crit onto it. So I should copy my other idea, copy Mr. Onigiri's idea, and throw a useless freaking one onto the weapon that's outdated. Ooh, wow, this is 8 to 13 slice. Yay, that's helpful for sword. 5 to 8 crit, which I usually only get 6 crit per one. Dex is completely garbage for sword. Well, unless I'm trying to get more crit, which even if I do somehow get 4, that's not to give me a guaranteed crit, so that's completely useless. 10 to 17% 17 max HP and 10 to 17 max SP. Wow, that gives me so useless. Like honestly, that's so freaking useless. The best you can get is 8 crit. Okay, we're gonna go with 8 crit. Now let's go to this one that's called Avengers of Monsters. Wow, let's see. Whoa, we get the slice element as well. We get physical attack speed. We get freaking crit. Wow, we get everything that Fated Contract gives us, and there's no downfall. There's no downfall to this ordinate. Besides where that it takes fox charms. Getting moves and Taza ain't even going to be that difficult to get it to a 60, because those are pretty easy weapons to farm. If only freaking weapons didn't randomly fail at 85 freaking percent, that would be freaking easy to get a weapon up to a 60 pretty easily. But wow, not bad enough that I'm making it to where I get more I could get slice, I could get physical speed plus 5 to 9. I can get crit. Instead of getting a random 6, I could get the best that Fated Contract give me an 8. With it being its lowest chance. And then I can turn around, then if it chose to give me, I could get physical immunity for 1 row. I mean, not physical, but paralyzed immunity for 1 row. Wow, that means I can't be paralyzed. That means what? 1 row chance that there's a chance that I cannot be paralyzed? Wow. And heck, if someone were to ask me which one would I want, I wouldn't even go for that. I'd actually, out of all of this, the ones I would be going for is that 13% chance to dodge physical attacks. Which potentially, I'll tell you this right now, I'll tell you, anyone who wishes to watch this, I'll even tell the creators. You know, right there is pretty much the brokenest mag, that'd be the brokenest mag in the game, getting 13% chance every time on a mag. To be honest, I'd love to ask the creators to give me this, because I know there's not going to be any other player who's going to remotely try to get that physical attack speed dodge. A friend of mine who I used to run with, he got lucky and got an Ichimaru Sarai that, if I recall, he told me that it had like 7% chance to dodge physical attack on him. It's not bad enough that I've seen bosses that couldn't hit him. Meaning that he's dodging boss attacks. And even when I tried to turn around and give him Invic, even when I tried to turn around and give him Grace, anything I choose to try to turn around and give him, he had a 7% chance to dodge that. Meaning, pretty much, let me put it this way. I know everyone in this game likes to play, DPS versus DPS. What would happen if a player chose to play defense and kick the living daylights out of everything, and he's able to clear the whole entire dungeon on any difficult that he wishes? Wow. Did I just break a barrier? Did I just break something that no player had, that even missed, a lot of these high-level players didn't even think of yet? What happens if you get a player who runs a dungeon that cannot be killed, but yet you have high-level players who can kill the bots faster? Wow. Did I really just break this game? Did I really just come up with a concept that would break this game? Sheesh, that would literally be what? I could walk in, like, the max the ordinance I would go with if I would get completely lucky, and I'm going to eventually try it, and I seriously hope it gets a freaking debuff. Debuff if I ever get it and I show it to the creator showing how broken it is. If I potentially get that for 2 separate ordinates, I have a 92% chance that I'm never going to take a hit. 92% out of 100% that I would never take a hit from any target in this game. Wow, the perfect defensive build, and yet I still get crit. So it's the perfect offensive / defensive build. Even my brothers tried to tell me multiple times, your best offense is your defense. Well, if I can somehow get lucky and get what I'm actually going for one day, I had the best defense in the game. I can't take damage really for more than 6% chance. Hello viewers, what is up? Like, if a lot of players really stop and think about it, and you get off faded contract, which is completely garbage half the time. So that freaking ordinate has the chance of giving you bullshit more than 90% of the freaking time. Now, come on. This is double faded contract, and I got one per time. This is a double faded contract. Oh wow, that's my best freaking critical chance on any of these 3. And they're all double faded contract. 6. Ooh wow, a 6. Yay, an 8. Wow, this is a 7. This is better than most of the freaking 105 mags. And yet, I tried to put a Crimson Mastery onto it. Wow, so this one got actually some slice element. And then it also got a 7 crit. Wow. I wish I still had my my fixed staff around. I had a fake staff that literally was the best mag in the game. Gave me 20 crit. If I would have not got rid of that darn thing, and I would have never got a few negative war with my few 105 mags, I would probably be wearing it still. A freaking 20 crit on a useless on a mag. And yet, it wasn't even from a faded contract. Which is sad. It wasn't from the best stuff you can get in this game. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't from that. Like, I've literally been told by a lot of players that the one I went with is a high risk, no reward.
High risk, no reward.
Where? If it wasn't if it was a 20, I think it was 10. Because I got 5. Yeah, it was off. I know where it is now, once it gets down to it. Or I thought I did. I knew it was one. Pretty sure it was one of the lower ones. Guy that gave 5 crit, or gave a pretty nice amount of crit, and I got lucky and got it. Got the max twice. And it's one that no one uses in this game, which is kind of sad. Like that one, yeah, that's it. I got that perfect twice. I got that to give me 5 twice. Plus I got the extra attack, and I also had the extra skill force on top of it. Both times. So literally I got perfect on it 2 times in a row. I got better with this than I've ever gotten with freaking Faded Contract. Most of the other, and yet you're trading in freaking Inferno Stones for this, which is just sad. Like, it's kind of sad when I'm actually thinking about letting the creators know, like, hey, why don't you take out certain things, when a lot of this stuff is just causing players more lag, more problems, when there's so much ordnance in this game. There's so much stuff that a player could throw onto a mag in this game that no one throws on. Because everyone thinks, oh, Faded Contract's so high and muddy that it's muddy but be considered the god tier. No, it's considered the bullshit tier. Just like everyone thinks Dex is freaking the god tier. Sorry to tell you guys, Dex is bullshit. My character's already got more freaking crit than most players have in this game, and my character actually has a pretty nice of everything.
this piece right there.
Yep. Gonna have fun trying to fix that, aren't you?
That's not gonna be too bad.
Joe? Like, to be honest, I've been told by so many players by now. So many players that ain't even funny anymore. You should have maxed your decks out first. Why? Why should I max my decks out before I even started raising these two? Because the dex is supposed to be that much of a god tier? Weird, I have 60 crit. 60 crit. And yet these max 12 for those two. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 32 plus this, which is 42, so 42 out of the 60 is my deck, is my crit. Like, to be honest, let's see how high my crit, let's see how good my crit actually is with my combination of skills and everything. Well, that, for the time being, because I don't want to have that. Hey, buddy, no, I already dropped down to 49. I was 55 with that one. 60. 43 now. This isn't being 8 off me. Down to 35. Down to 28. I have a max of 18 crit when I don't have none on. And yet, it's not all from just this bullshit. To be honest, this bullshit is... If I were to really put my finger on this game, on these stats, which one I would say is the god tier, to be honest, Dex, what do you really give us? I showed you give us cooldown cut. Nope, sorry, that's a lie. You give us movement speed. No, my Sosuke accessory is giving me movement speed. You give us extra... Nope. Once again, that's completely wrong because I've never once seen my critical force ever rise no matter how many times I raise decks. You give us extra... Yeah, you give us extra 4 freaking physical attack speed. Yep, the freaking day. Dude, day. My freaking power max basically gives me way more physical attack speed than Dex does. So honestly, other than that, Dex, what do you give me? You literally just give me a lot of crit, and like every 20, I believe, every 20 you give me an extra physical attack speed. You know, that's sad. You only give me 2 things. Dex, you're garbage. You're garbage. You're not the god tier. Now, if everyone wants to learn what the god tier, if anyone who watches the video wants to know what the god tier is, let's look at Wisdom. Let's look at Wiz closely. Wiz, it gives you, like, first and foremost, when you raise Dex, none of these stat points increase unless you're gotten 12 points into you. Then you get one extra crit. Woohoo! 1 extra freaking crit every 12 points. Woohoo! Now let's go into Wisdom. If I could potentially raise my stat right now, which I kind of wish I could, or might switch over to an alt just to show. SP would raise, physical defense would raise, magic defense, and you could literally go into this category at the same time. SP recovery raises. Cooldown cut raises. I have 13 cooldown cut because of Wiz. Wiz literally gives you aim defense, physical defense, and SP per time you raise it. And when you raise it a certain number, I don't know what the number is, but every so many numbers you raise it, you get an extra cooldown cut and SP recovery, which speeds up your recovery SP. Then every 22 I believe 22 points, you get a crit. Wow, so it raises stats when you raise it once. It gives you SP and cooldown cut as well, and plus it gives you crit. Wow, that's 3 things. What does X give us? 2? 2 versus 3. 2 versus 3. This is not good out here, guys. This is not nothing. To be honest, if SP did not automatically just max out at 500, you'd be wiser to freaking power up your Wiz more than you power up anything. Do I have any, Satan or any type of wand that actually gives me some stat boost. That does not give me nothing besides for max SP. So like I said, I might be potentially had to go to one of my alts. That gives me nothing. Useless. That gives me attack up, but that's only because it's a special weapon. No spears because I don't usually carry spears. No axes because I always give them away. A rhyme bow that I made for fun because I farm freaking sleet so many freaking times and I'm always helping people. You give me nothing, and this just gives me barely just 3 extra power, which is kind of not really needed. Before I really continuously look, let's take away that so I don't keep it in the way. Oh wow, if I equip this D3 to my character right now, I'd get a whole extra crit. Wow, that's really a big jump. Is that... Let's see something. Does that actually give me physical attack speed? Nope. I'm still 20. Weird. I have an extra 10 freaking, 10 dex now. I mean, I should have got an extra crit. I should have got an extra attack speed. I should have got something should have rised. Wait. SP recovery went down. Oh, right, because it don't give me SP recovery like I said. Look at that, my SP recovery, everything, nothing changed. Besides for I lost a single point in dex. Nothing changed there. Why? If dex is so freaking overpowered, then why not change? Let's see. Ooh, this gives me a whiz. Look at that, plus 3 already to my wisdom. Meaning my SP just went up. Wow, my SP recovery just went up. My freaking cooldown just went up. My attack speed went up. Wow! Do you give attack speed by chance? No attack speed, but you do give me plus 24 power. Plus 24, yeah, plus 24 power. Wow, did I equipping a weapon that gave me a single whiz extra point just literally gave me some extra freaking cooldown. Wow, guys, I just got extra cooldown from equipping a weapon on me that gives me a whiz, gives me a single whiz point. Wow, that whiz point just boosted me actually, guys. Let's see what happens if I tell the game that I want to remove this cross. Yep, it takes away the 5 crit that the cross gives me. No wonder I like this cross so much, because it gives me so many freaking benefits. It not only gives me lightning element plus 40, slice element plus 40, power plus 24, but then I also got lucky and got one that gives me an extra whiz point. Which, yeah, a lot of people might say, oh, that whiz point ain't really needed, helpful. You just seen that it gave me a bit of extra freaking SP recovery, meaning I charge SP a teensy bit faster. That's pretty nice considering it gives you, considering everyone thinks the freaking Dex is so freaking overpowered. Dex is garbage. And I'm seeing it more and more as I really start messing around with this game. I've checked it out multiple times and Dex really doesn't give us anything. Like if Dex really gave you anything as overpowered as players want to say it does, then why does it give us nothing? Like I wonder if any of my alts have any stats that I can actually add to them right now. Just to see what would actually change between one. You should have some stat points, I hope. This all has some stat points, and I can potentially see the difference between putting stat points into Wiz versus Dex. People want to say Dex is the best build in the game because it gives you crit every 12 points. Unless I'm mistaken, that's it. Come on. on, get off my screen already. Nope, 0 points. Darn it! Oh, look at this. This character has literally 5 plus 12 in Wiz. She has 9 deck. Oh, cooldown cut is 9. Which, I already know she ain't getting none from the weapon, or I don't think she's getting too much from her weapon. Nope, it only gets slice. This guy's only slice. Slice. Slice as well. And more slice. Like, let's see. Having 83 power, she has literally more attack speed. Critical Force hasn't moved, even though she does have 24 freaking dex. Because Critical Force does not move for nothing. Her HP recovery is 108, which technically I'm never didn't raise a bit, besides for the freaking plus point right there. SP recovery keeps raising because I not only already have 27 plus 8 in mine, but it also is affected by Wiz, or at least from what I understand it's affected by Wiz. And cooldown cut is once again also affected by Wiz. I don't think it's affected by mine too much. SP reduction, if potentially every weapon class other than just one got SP reduction, by raising wisdom would be another thing you get from wisdom. Dex. Literally. What does Dex give us? I looked it up multiple times on the wiki, and honestly, I think the wiki don't even know what Dex gives you, because I've literally messed around and raised characters multiple times looking at their stats while raising Dex. I literally brought up this menu while I was raising their Dex and trying to keep an eye on this just to see what the character get, just to see what this stuff changes while you're raising your Dex. You're honestly wasting time. Dex is almost the weakest stat in the game, unless you're carrying twin swords. Then yeah, it gives you power or whatever. Potentially, since she'd take probably at least a few good hours, I'm going to switch over to one of my other alts. They don't have stat points, and I'll run one of the flipping dungeons around here. I'll run Tendoki's dungeon and see if I can jump a level. Pretty sure all of them use their stat points at least once or twice. I even have a few of them that's even been built in the way that I originally had my character built, and honestly, I'm starting to kind of wish I would have kept that one instead. It's kind of sad, but it's true. My original build for this game was power 100 and in the mind of the character almost 100 as well. Oh, sweet, she does have some points. Let's see, let's do this. Of course, you need to go right in front of it. Come on, get off my screen. Thank you. Let's go to that. And then let's go to this. Of course, you can't see everything, but once I do this, and usually when I get rid of that, bring that back. Since I don't have a very good memory, I'm actually going to write these stat points down, because I ain't very good at memorizing. Let's see how much actually changes. Let's see if I take away the single dex that I just added. Let's see if anything literally changes. Next is 110, 63, 300. Okay, now let's exit out of this to reset. Nothing changed. There's no change there. Okay, let's do this then. All the points there into that. I get it's only, what, 3 points I'm raising, but that still changed something. 77, 170, 170, 110, 110. SP, for some weird reason, seems to have raised. Unless, wait, nope. I think I wrote SP wrong then. Let's check. I accidentally forgot to put the one. Yep, I did. No change for SP at all. No change for none of these stats for raising decks. Does this stuff over here get any plus points from me adding dex points? Nope. The only thing that's changing is this. The only thing that's changing is Twin Sword and Bow. Okay. That proves that that's not changing. Now let's affect Liz a little bit. Oh. It's not saying I'm there for very long, but still we see that the SP is getting a +5 from Wiz. Could just want to give... No, I guess I don't give physical attack, physical and magic defense. But even this didn't really change though. But then again, I think it's like every 10 points changes your SP recovery, so... Like I said, I'll see what would happen if I gained her a few levels and tried to raise them both at least a certain percentage. Try to get some levels out of this and see what happens. If I'm not mistaken, SP and stuff really doesn't change. Dex only really changes your dex if you put 12 points into it. I'm pretty sure Wisdom gives you a cooldown cut and everything because it actually gives you multiple things. Like even the creators told me a few days ago when I asked them about the Abyss Garg, they even told me themselves the wiki is not made by them, so you can't believe what the wiki says. It's better for you to test stuff out yourself, which is the main reason I'm actually wanting to do this. Now that I actually think about it, better testing it and seeing what happens instead of randomly just randomly just going by what they say anymore. So if I am correct, and since the game's supposed to show you everything changing, if I'm correct, I'm not getting no stat bonuses for me raising wisdom, raising dex at all. You only get crit, which seems to be the only thing we really get. Friendship item. No, I don't want your useless item. I want the friendship item. That flipping mag is useless. Flipping mag is garbage. Let's see. And with even if this does prove to be correct, then I'm actually didn't put a video up on YouTube. So when people go and want to try checking stats, I might recall this video saying checking stats, checking mags, and randomly checking anything that I can think of that I feel people are not really understanding fully. Oh, see, we didn't get that update to where they took out Spirit Incense. Cyberset, do you even listen to what people even type to you guys? I swear. Like I said, with the next update, you guys will be removing that, and yet there they are. I thought they finally removed it. Guess not. Oh, right, they did. They removed it so high-level players don't see it. But the low levels will still see it. Stupid creators. Stupid creators. Never remove the right stuff. You're not gonna keep players playing the game if you're not gonna freaking listen to people. If freaking give us another update and I still see Spirit Incense dropping every so often. This game, I'm done with it. I'm done reporting bugs to them. I'm done with all that dumb shit. There's a way I can show messages that I sent to Cyberstep in one of my videos. I would show you guys. I've sent them so many I've literally sent them so many freaking problems with this game that it ain't even freaking funny anymore. And yet they still refuse to answer me. Oh, we're gonna be so worried about making sure our little person that put so much money into our darn stupid game gets what he wants to make sure fixed. But if anyone's gonna ever have problems with killing new anymore, it's not a problem because Onigiri man is past it. Just like heck, I'm pretty sure Cyberstep would hate me saying this, and I'm pretty sure Aura would hate me saying this. But by the way, anyone who's a new player, have fun trying to get past have fun trying to get past I don't mind, because that boss don't freeze anymore, which it used to freeze for us high levels. Also have fun trying to get past Sane, because Sane don't glitch out anymore because they chose to patch that. And have fun trying to get a lot of levels because they patched that as well. They patched a bug that every other player used to use. Even Aura was guilty of using that bug, but yet it's patched. All these freaking bugs that used to helped out players that should not be getting patched got patched. Which is completely kind of unfair for players anymore. You jump around too much. I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Jumpy. You jump around more than Severus, buddy. Stupid jumper. Come on, get over here. Oh, nice falling through the ground, dummy. Oh, hi. That's kind of dumb of this game to automatically just make you spawn in the same darn spot where you fell off. Usually if a mob falls through a spot like that, they don't spawn back where they spawned. They don't. Come on. Come on. Come on, I know you didn't do your charge. Get over here. I'm not running over there to you because you just didn't charge away from me. Or you didn't do that. That works. I fought you on JP and you're freaking stupid annoying. Fighting you on this, you're about the same. Nah, perfect block to dumb butt. I would have rolled, but honestly there ain't no such thing as a perfect roll in this game because I've only done it once. Right. And yeah, of course, you didn't keep that dumb shit in again. I love how boss attacks are immune to certain attacks. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. You can hit me at any time, but yeah, you got immune frames. Real cheat. Now die. Piece of shit. You have immune frames, but yet players don't. You're one of the hardest bosses in the game right now, next to Cerberus, which is sad. Freaking extra dungeon boss is harder than Cerberus. It's probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. Alright, wait a minute. Why should I send this video over to Cyberside? Because they only watch the first 5 minutes of the videos. You can easily tell they only watch the first 5 minutes of the video because I've sent them multiple videos and they only seem to look at the very first few seconds or they ask you what time they should watch. Alright, let's throw all these points into... Hey, wow, what do you know? I got a single crit right there. Oh, wow. Physical attack speed did technically rise by 1. Or did it rise only because of my stats raised? Let's check. Yep, my stats raised, so I got an extra physical attack speed. Everything else is pretty much... And my SP cooldown is up by 1 as well, so... Honestly, Dex, you didn't do shit there. You just literally raised crit and that's it. Hey, what do you know? Wisdom is giving me a crit already. Wisdom's giving me 1 crit, 15 extra SP on top of it, and apparently nothing changed here. Apparently Wisdom gives you 2 things, while Dex only gives you 1 thing, so I'd rather go for the Wisdom, to be honest. If they ever chose to make these stats go even higher, where you don't have to raise the other ones, I'd honestly purposely just raise Wisdom, because, well, that's SP plus crit, while Dex is just crit. Potentially you wouldn't want one or the other. But heck, combine Dex and to be honest, I might actually try to do that. I might actually try to make a wand build later, and potentially make a complete Wiz mind build. Because honestly, I don't see why Wisdom even needs crit, because crit Dex really don't give you all that good. said, currently my main character has, 18 crit currently? This character, to be completely honest, this character already has 7 crit. She's already half my freaking main character. Potentially, there's not. Like I said, I know Wiz gives you freaking a crit every 24 points, but look at that. You get freaking SP on top of the freaking dex. You get more SP per crit. You get SP for it as well. So, which one would you rather sacrifice? Would you rather sacrifice a bunch of points into a category that only raises your dex, even though on the wiki says raises physical attack speed and this and that and this and that and this and that. We make it look like it's a god stat, but if the player were to really technically sit there and waste their time and take 2 seconds out of the day and check the stuff themselves, they would realize that it really ain't none. It only gives you dex. It only gives you a single crit point every 12 points. Nothing more, nothing less. As I said, it changes when you get to 24 or something, but so far I don't see no difference. And really, I just got a brown bear Magatama gold recipe. Yay! Yay! I'm so happy again that I'm about to show how happy. Yay! Bye. Bye-bye, Meg. Bye-bye, recipe, because I don't need you. This is one for one and all. 2, I've already checked that mag up, so it's useless. Yay! I got a Magatama recipe that I just tossed because it wasn't even worth it, and it's not even remotely worth it. I'd rather make the creators would take my idea and make it to where our alts could potentially be recruited as our partners. Then yeah, maybe I would waste the time in making a special mag like that for her. To be honest, if I had my choice, I'd make the Night Sky, give it to her, go over there to, either make the Night Sky or make the Blood Reaper, either the chain or the other one, and I'd give it to her, give her a bunch of Ivy's Magatamas, and literally just basically do it that way. So potentially, I was sitting around yesterday, and I was looking at Magatamas, and I was talking to my friend, and honestly, that would add a whole nother layer to this game, because you would not only have partners that would be your own alt, so meaning you're actually raising your alt's level, which means you're going to potentially make yourself stronger in the long run, because once you get your alt to 100, they'll give you an extra defense boost, which is completely stupid, because it's not really that much of a stuff you get from them, but still. And then when you turn around and you look at everything else you're getting from, if you could literally have an alt follow you around, like, I don't know if I'm correct about this, and I'm not really in the mood to fully look it up, but I think Nice Guy gives you, we'll say, I think 60 Dark Element. Let's go to my main, just for me to mess around with this, just to see how, considering this would be something that you would not put on your main because you wouldn't have any, you wouldn't really have any skill force, honestly. Well, you would, but you wouldn't want to use this on your main because your durability would probably break on you. All your weapons would probably break on you before you clear the dungeon, but still. Let's just look at this for a second. Let's just add this up. Where are you? There you are. Fresh Blood, the Magatama of Fresh Blood Black. Let's see. The character gets 70 skill force. Not bad. Plus you can also add ordnance to it, which is definitely not bad. The Magatama also gives you 30 slice. So I'm going to put 30, 60, 90, 120. So you'd have, that all would have 120 slice. And 180 dark element. plus the Sendy freaking skill force. Then they'd also have the extra critical force plus 15. Wow. If they potentially made it to where we can have our alts out and their weapons cannot break like the Vanguards, or even if they switch it to where the Vanguards, you can give them mags, you can switch their weapons around. This blows out a freaking Vanguard. That'd be 100 dark element, freaking 120 slice element, plus a freaking Sendy skill force. I know, yeah, that wouldn't be nothing compared to a 105 mag or whatever, but come on. Let's just think about that and add that up for a few seconds. If you potentially don't like the dark element, like, honestly, now that I think about it, let's see what I can fully do with the mag before I really start stating anything. Let's go back to this and see how much purity it has so I can see exactly what I could put onto it. It has a purity of a 7, so anything around 7 can be put onto it. Luckily, I already have a Magatama that is literally a neutral, and this is also a 7, so that'll help. This is also used for spear users, so yeah, which I'm surprised I still got. Okay, first and foremost, look at that. You could add an extra 40 skill force to it. Any of these you get would power up the character. So potentially right there is 80, 90, 110 skill force. It's 110 skill force right there by itself, just with that being put onto it. Now if you don't want to go with skill force, heck, let's say you got this. Well, if this gives you dark element, well, that character is literally could have around 200 dark element. If you potentially went with this and you got that slice element, and I'm just going to go by the highest one since it's random at what you'd get, but you'd have anywhere from 130 to 155 freaking slice element on your character, on that freaking alt. I'd literally love to just literally love to put all this stuff into a Magatama Black, or whatever the hell it's called fully. I'd love to put this into it just to see if I could randomly get lucky. And if they ever chose to take my idea and program the alt, I'd literally love to see how much more damage my alt could do against compared to a Vanguard. Look at this. I don't even, to be honest, since it's just an all-in, I can't potentially control its skills or none. And like I said, it's able to basically be immune elemental like Maya, like our Vanguards, if they chose to do it that way. Jeez, OP, let's just look at this for a few seconds. Dark Maya is supposed to be one of the strongest Vanguards, and yet all she gives us is 50 dark and 50 slice. 50 dark and 50 slice. 50 dark and 50 slice. Wow, that is garbage weak. No wonder they'd rather have no wonder the Vanguard, they programmed the Vanguards into the game instead of giving the alts. My alt would destroy a Vanguard. The alt would potentially be able to probably be stronger than the Vanguard. Nope, not you. I did not want to talk to you. I'll talk to her. Okay. I know these would probably be used up real fast, which, honestly, a lot of them you never didn't have your chances at getting because those players quit the game by now and they never come back, and unlike the PC, players after a certain amount of time don't lose this. I know a few of my friends that completely left the game, they still have yet to come back, and theirs is still locked on them. You darn cheat. Literally, I'm just gonna look through all these just to see, like, what in theory could I add to one of my alts out of all of these that would make my alt completely towards the point of giving them either making them completely making it completely broken, or making it pretty much completely to where you could pretty much almost solo the game. If I could make it into a Vanguard, or make it into a NPC type of character that follows me around. You know, potentially I might just stop this video and just make a new video. Yeah, I'm going to. I'll start this video, make a new one, and just so I can basically put the video completely on this.